Hello, last video chu center of mass uniform so rigid bodies hoi bolo hitan to hi khat non-uniform bodies na so mass distribution chu uneven distribution hi ala chun chita bang rigid bodies ho mo moment of inertia ti holding ham so in about then just before we go into the non-uniform part khat bai question khat ga solve the na last video bolo chu velvet name question so half a rectangular plate is made of material of density rho 1 and the other half of the density rho 2. So the length of the plate is L. So locate the center of mass of the rectangular plate. Sila rectangular plate khat picho. Okay, so like this. Chipa he na half a kesuki endin. Half lechun ji total length pa hi L hi zana total length hi L hintin ati le langkha langa breadth pa hi za dham chipen hi L by 2. Okay. A width lang a breadth lang ke pilo na question so ifanga chu L by 2 le leuchun so here half langkha lang pa hi mass per unit area chu rho 1 langkha lang pa hi rho 2 ati ta chu chelai plate ho hi sigma ke bang zi zana ifanga chu so the question is giving you rho so we'll use it rho ai vang zo ro ke pi vang zo chala he mass per unit volume ke sai nei lo cho chipen hi volume density ke sai nei lo in chipen hi area density zo ke sai nei cho so mass per unit area na ati le hin chala hi half lang khat to hin half lang khat hi material ke bang lo na khala I think azing ya theina dingen so material ke bang lo cho ana to he center of mass ta bang de ha to he question lai pi bol yo ham de so we have to assume this as two separate rigid body ke bang lo na half lang khat pa hi body khat tiu tin lang khat la pa hi rigid body dang khat tiu te so mass holong nga jala formula chu apply din wala chun so if I have to apply the formula m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2 m1 to m2 chu ko holong nga chun na jala he mutang sigma mass per unit area ko pi ha so the total mass divided by area jala na je atila mass chu pi ham mass chu sigma into area. Okay, so then what is M1? So let's say langkhan lang half pa hi mass M1 di leo hen. So M1 chu zat ha. So rho into area chu biham length into breadth chula na chala area hi chi hi zat ha chi pen hi L by 2. Okay, chi jong hi L by 2. So side into side square jong square formula jong na man thoi na la hi. So that means L square L by 2 whole square side square L by 2 whole square. Chu rho 1 into L square divided by 4. Chi mass M1. Langkha langa mass is at the ham M2. Chu rho 2 into L by 2 whole square. Chu rho 2 into L square divided by 4. Na mass tin chu. M1 to M2 ma la chun to hi coordinate ki fat chu na. Coordinate hol na ring chu pi bol jeuta. He chi hi xy coordinate ana koi ngai na ji. So let's keep them. So I will put them in the xy coordinate plane like this. Okay, so this is x and this is y. Okay. Hotele center of mass ppd ham. So first pa hi non-uniform bolai lo so to hi center of mass chu center arm de na geometrical center arm de coordinate chu za de ha jere che pa hi atele center of mass ho hi individual center of mass ho la de ham. So geometrical center arm de na chala hi za di ham chu so L by 4 comma L by 4. Okay, apana ni na pa hela M2 pa hi so this will be a 3L by 4 comma L by 4. Azi chu chi hi L by 2 hi za L by 2 plus chi hi L by 4 na L by 2 plus L by 4 chu 3L by 4 so y langa chu L by 4 na ni nya chu. Okay, atile m1 x1 x1 y1 x2 y2 ke heta formula chu direct apply la chun ping po de ha. So here I will have x COM will be m1 x1 m1 ko pm rho 1 into L square by 4. Okay, into x1 to L by 4. Okay, plus rho 2 into L square divided by 4 into x2 who 3L by 4. So divided by m1 to rho 1 into L square by 4 plus rho 2 to m2 to rho 2 into L square divided by 4. Common la leuchun common pp common ha achunga khu L square divided by 4 jong common na bana L by 4 jong common na So row 1 plus 3 times of row 2. So divided by anu yaku L square divided by 4 comma na. So row 1 plus row 2. Okay. PP cancel do ham jalahi L square by 4, L square by 4 cancel out na. So you have L by, so you will have here row 1 plus 3 times of row 2 into L divided by 4 times row 1 plus row 2. Okay. Sipen hi XCOM na. Y lang aja YCOM jo helayam di ha. Y lang aja hol ngai lo na ji jo ani nya hebtang. X1 jong Y1 jong Y2 jong L by 4 ja jo center of mass jong jo L by 4 am ngai na Y lang aja. So here a coordinate cha jo ji ding hi ala chun chila hi che pa hi x coordinate za y coordinate pa chu YCOM jo helayam di ham. So it will be at L by 4. Okay. Bata question khan chipen hi JEE question to chipen hi. Question hai vela chun to hi same question na rectangular plane ma ke pia half chu to hi density row 1 khela chu row ke pia lang khalang half chu density chu 3 row cho chipen hi. Atile length of rectangle chu L ma na atile che khudan pen ki bang chu jo pen to chun. So it is the same thing, okay? So you have a rectangular plate, right? So hechi rectangular plate half pa hi azo row 1 chu khela chu chai row ma hilahi 3 times of row cho. Na length breadth jong bona ki bang ko tile hechi khudan ki bang na khudan chu ka bol phala chu to hi direct you can just put the values, okay? So XCOM chu pe de ham. So I have here row 1 plus 3 times of row 2, so divided by 4 into row 1 plus row 2. Okay, so this is L. Row 1 chu pe row 1 chu row na. Row plus row 2 who 3 row hela chun 3 are 9 row into L divided by 4 into row plus 3 row. Okay. That the ham 10 row into L divided by 4 for 16 row. Row cancel out 5 8. So 5 into L divided by 8. Nah. Kasi bang chung lang chu y by 2 ja na ji y lang hi L by 4 hi ja chu. So your center of mass will be 5L by 8 comma L by 4. Okay. Tile to hi continuous body te chu non uniform body ho bolta so non uniform body chu na example chu best example chu suppose I have a rod tai rod cha chipa hi ta hi na suppose like this length chu L tiute length chu L hisam to he mass distribution pa hai na. So let's say here the mass distribution varies as so lambda equals to lambda naught into bila de ha suppose x, okay? GP de nam dele as you go, okay, like this hita yan chi wa na. So here suppose let's say this is x hitia zero an chi wa chun x pa hi kal de chula na. X pa kal chana chu x pa if x changes here, so lambda will change, okay? The mass distribution will change, so the mass per unit length will change, okay? So lambda chu biha mass per unit length na. Chita bang ahong ki dol sun jepen hi non uniform rigid bodies ta. So jela hi ale am hota bang center of mass ti hol de ha. Utang formula chu piham, so formula chu XCOM will be equals to so integral x into dm divided by integral dm na chi hi XCOM hol na. Ala YCOM chu tiung po de ham, so integral y into dm divided by integral dm na. Bana ZCOM chu integral z dm divided by integral dm, okay? Chilai ha nui langa denominator integral dm pa hai na. So dm hi integrate bol chun total mass ong pot ve to. Ti ja chu NCERT textbook havel chun achung langa hi ki bang dina nui langa capital M ke ji ve to. Khotela chi question ni solve de ham ti approach de ham. So here we are going to use integration, okay? Butang first step chu pia first step chu integration ko pi ki dina ha. So mass distribution ki ba lo ja na chila hin a mass distribution ki ba lo ja chu. See, I'm going to break this rod into small pieces, okay? Ita hai na small ka hop kending. So if I for example so at an instant chila hai na, so I will take a small mass here, okay? So small mass hi chipa hi ya saudan hi dx ute, okay? So at a distance x Heche dx pa he heche dx pa he dx ke mena pa he hilai dx kala ding abana dx abana dx abana dx 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 ita of a whole road pa he na dx abong ba ka su khen jo to so abong ba ka su khen jo kan ko khoma la chon che pen su integration ki ti jo ala chala he heche small dm pa he na je pa he a mass e pe dem. So what is the mass of this small dm matang lambda chu pi ha mass per unit length o che lambda so mass per unit length here so mass of lambda into L so if I apply this for this small segment, the length of this small segment is dx. Okay, the mass is dm, so lambda is same. Okay, lambda get is mass per unit length too. It will be depends on this one. Question like pizuna pen here. Atila dm so piham so lambda into dx. Okay, kasi bang so lambda so piham so mass per unit length. Okay, or so lambda equals to mass per unit length, m divided by L. He doesn't cause it here, na? So from here I have dm equals to lambda into dx. Lambda is a pm, so lambda not into x into dx. So here dm. First step so dm no hold masarungai. Oh, as you dm he bol ke hol ham tila jalai formula put it right? Okay, so now let's find out xcom. Here's a road pa he velojun. Here's a x-axis length any length road ko lang pia one dimension bo kila ji na along the x along the y ta kila ji we are going to find only the x component of xcom. Okay, so here if I apply that formula, so xcom to be xcom equals to integral x into dm, so divided by integral dm. Okay, so integral x into dm ko piham lambda not into x into dx, so divided by integral lambda not x into dx. Okay, integration so hulai para hulai bolo ha. So length by value from x equals to 0 to x equals to L na. X minimum ke pan na cho x ke pan na cho value to 0 heza langkha lang ale langkha arun phala chun, so the total length will be L. Okay, so the limit will be from 0 to L. Okay, 0 to L. Na atila chunga pa ho lambda not lo oven lang la chun remaining ko pi ha. So remaining is from 0 to L x square into dx divided by anmi ako lambda not la do chun from 0 to L x into dx. Okay, lambda not gets cancelled out. X square integration japita x cubed by 3. Okay, from 0 to L divided by x square divided by 2 from 0 to L. Right? So here you will have L cubed by 3 into L square divided by 2. Okay. So here L square, L gets cancelled out. Final, so 2L by 3. So final center of mass, so zero pass center of mass, so it will be at x equals to 2L by 3. 2L by 3 is somewhere here. Okay. So somewhere here you have the center of mass. Okay. Here non-uniform rigid bodies ho center of mass ki hold on. So here's a formula hoy na apply diyo na siya. Masabi na so biha dm hol mas ngay. Dm hol mas ngay. Dm pa so na integrate diyo na formula mang sa. Alright, let's do one more for practice. Let's take the same road. Okay, suppose I have the same road. To here lambda pa here. So here let's take some values. Okay, like 2x plus 3 tiyo. Right, 2x plus 3. Matile masabi na so biha length so L la leo so na. Masabi na so dm hold on ngay na. So dm you take a segment here on the road. It's a segment par length to dx. Okay, it is at the distance of x from one of the end. That's why integrate to so this dx will keep on moving towards the right. First step so biham dm hold on ngay na. Dm means the mass of this small segment. Okay, dm so biham so lambda into dx. So lambda into lambda ho biham. So lambda into dx to dm is lambda ke pi ho 2x plus 3. Okay, so into dx. So this is dm. To hi formula so manglaw chun. So xcom to biham xcom to integral x into dm. So divided by integral dm. Okay, so integral x into dm ho. So 2x plus 3. So into dx divided by integral 2x plus 3 dx. Okay, hulai pa hulai chiwham from 0 to L, from 0 to L. Okay, the integration of both. So 2x square plus 3x. So dx from 0 to L. Anu ilang ko piham 2x plus 3 dx from 0 to L. So here integrate bola sun ping pot ha. So here so I will have here 2 into x cubed by 3, okay, plus 3 into x squared divided by 2 from 0 to L. So divided by 2 into x squared divided by 2 plus 3 into x from 0 to L. L put leo chun. So achunga ko LCM ko 6 chula na ji. So here you have I think so L 2L cubed divided by 3 plus 3L square divided by 2 divided by, so 2 to cancel out, L square plus 3L. LCM na leo chun zat di hang chunga ko. So to 2 are 4L L square common na chunga ko L square common dingin tin. So LCM kala chun 4L plus 3, okay, divided by 6 into L common kala lechun, so L plus 3, okay, cancel out. So this is your answer, okay. XEOM pa na. Okay, so LCM 3 are 9 pa 9 din na. So this will be 9, okay. Y lang ato road here is linear. We assume that this road is linear, so that means one direction, okay. Question ga solve din na. So the density of a linear rod of length L varies as to hepikipia. So linear density to rho apiu na. Dita so linear density kiti jo lambda hai na. But anyway, you take it as rho. So A plus bx. As I was bang thim da suspen. So it's very similar. So look at the center of mass. Okay. Rod chite hai ma. Okay, so something like this. And then so length L. So varies as rho equals to A plus B into X. Nah. Atila step 2 mas sapena dm whole mas ngai na dm2. So take a small segment, right? So this is dx. So at a distance of x. Okay. So what is dm here? So dm is equals to, so the lambda into dx. Na lambda just like pkpm rho kp na here. So rho to A plus B into X dx. Okay, so this is your dm. Until center of mass of pm XEOM2. So integral x into dm. So divided by integral dm. Okay, so x into dm2 A plus b x into dx is so integration from and dm paso A plus bx dx. Okay, so integral from 0 to L, from 0 to L. Okay, a balance ke bang na imo si. So here is that dihaji ax plus bx square. Okay, so dx from 0 to L anuya to a plus bx dx from 0 to L. Okay, you integrate. Achung ako ax square by 2 plus b into x cubed by 3. So divided by ax plus b into x squared divided by 2. Okay. Limit to 0 to L, 0 to L. Okay. So line value po leo na so using that. So a L square plus b into L cube. LCM na leo 3a 2b yung ding. Ano ilang ay 60 so ding. Okay. So you'll have ano yung LCM na kileo so a L plus b into L squared. So 2al. Okay, like this. Na. So divided by 2. So 2, 3. Final answer to that diham. So finally I will have so nga ko L square common laro so na. So L square pododing. So A in A plus 2B, okay, into L, right? So divided by 3A. So this is 3A. Okay. Divided by 3 oma. So here you have 2A plus BL. Ano yung L common relation 3L. So LL gets cancelled out, right? So this is your answer. Okay. So 3A plus 2BL divided by 3 into 2A plus BL, right? Okay. Bana actual question kan gabi na. The distance of center of mass from an end A of a one-dimensional rod having mass density. To rho ke pi without chipen. So rho is given like this. Okay. Length L has a center of mass sukupi. Na center of mass will come in the form of 3L by something. Okay. So alpha pa chupi ham dicho. Okay. So let's take the rod. Rod chuti ma. Okay. Length to L ki pi na. Chilaya rho chupi ham. Rho is given as rho naught into 1 minus x squared divided by L squared. Okay. First step chupi ham dm whole ngai na. So you take a small segment. So length dx. So at a distance of x. Okay. So dm chupi ham. So what is the mass of this small segment? Dm equals to. So rho into dx. Na. Rho into dx. Rho chupi ham. So rho naught 1 minus x squared divided by x L square into dx. Okay, so that is your dm formula apply lauchun. Is that ha? So x com will be equals to so integral x into dm divided by integral dm. So integral x into dm to become rho naught into 1 minus x squared divided by L square. So dx, okay, divided by integral. So rho naught into 1 minus x squared divided by L square into dx. Limit so ha from 0 to L. From 0 to L. Okay. Rho naught to rho naught ni polangal rho chun kibang ni cancel din na si. Remaining you integrate. Dang si x minus bracket hang leo chun x cubed by L square. So dx. Okay. Integral from 0 to L. Abana chu anu lang ako 1 minus x squared divided by L square dx from 0 to L. Integration na bol theo na si bol chun zarang po diham. Achung ako so x squared divided by 2 minus x power 4 divided by 4L square from 0 to L. So divided by anu ako x minus x cubed divided by 3L square from 0 to L. L put leo chun zarang po diham. So I will have here L squared divided by 2 minus L power 4 divided by 4L square divided by L minus L cube divided by 3 times of L square. Okay. Hezan hong po dem khul leo chun. So L square to power 4 cancel chun 2 remaining na. L square to power 3 cancel chun L remaining. You solve this one. So 1 by 2 L square by 2 minus L square by 4 so is that ha. So you will have L square divided by 4. Okay, divided by L minus L by 3 chupiham. So 2L divided by 3. Okay. So you'll have here. So 3L divided by 8. Okay. Alpha chu is that ha alpha chu. Alpha chu. So this is alpha. Okay. So which is 8. Okay. This integer type question na. Siemens question jo. Next question, the center of mass of a thin rectangular plate with side of AB is given, whose mass per unit area is given as, so this is sigma. Sigma is given. Plate choto hai plate hizana. Center of mass hold. If plate only part on rod to kihin chopiha plate hit 2 dimension da na. You have to find out the x component of XCOM as well as the YCOM. Okay. Masa penin XCOM hol masauta na. XCOM hol na ding aso civil chun. So rod is like this. Okay, so this side is A, this side is B. X lang hi alachun. Think of this as a rod like this. Okay, on the x-axis. So rod hiti amazon dm su hiti lauta. Hitai segment hi lauchuna sepen here. So this is dx. Okay, so distance of x. So similarly, to hi along the x are holding alachun segment su hitai la lauchun. So this is the segment. Okay, so sepen hi dx sung heading. So we are going towards the right side. Okay, integration chu hoya pai hold ham hoya pai hoya chita x chu 0 para a chan ji na chala him ama sabena so dm chu biham. So dm is so sigma into dx. Okay, aji jefang sigma into dx chipen hi dm is na yeah. Okay, so here you have area. Okay, not dx. So here you have da. Aji chu sigma chu biham sigma chu mass per unit area chola na ji kutile mass chu piha mass chu sigma into area hingai cho. Okay, Atila chila hi sigma chu ke pina sigma chu sigma naught x divided by a into b hi za area chu pi ha. Hichi area hichi rectangle chu na small rectangle. So avai lang adung lang pa hi b hi za avai lang hi dx chu. Kotila area chu pi ha b into dx. Okay, length into breadth. So here you'll have b into dx is the area. So bb gets cancelled out. Sigma naught into x into dx divided by a. Okay, so this is your dm. Tun tuai dm ke mota na formula che apply la chun x com chu pi ha. So x into integral x into dm. So x into dm chu pi ha sigma naught x divided by a into dx divided by integral dm sigma naught into x divided by a into dx. Okay, we'll apply integration ha from 0 to a. Okay, 0 to a. As you horizontal lang integration involved. So here sigma by sigma naught by a to sigma naught by a ko pod wala chun ki cancel dita jo polanga. So remaining is what? X square dx. Okay, integration from 0 to a divided by x into dx from 0 to a. Bola chun san pod dem achunga ko x cube by 3 hong iding. Okay, from 0 to a anu ya ko x square divided by 2 from 0 to a. So here you'll have a cube divided by 3 into a squared divided by 2. Okay, so a squared, a gets cancelled out. So finally you have 2a divided by 3. X component pa 2a by 3 na. At the option na ko, so c to d ki eliminate ta cho. A to b ko ka pen ang ingay na. 2 hin y lang whole tau te y com na. So I'll draw the same plate here. At the y lang so iti ila ta dm pa cho. So dm pa so tayo ila. So here you have to take the dm like this. Okay, the segment. To chilang hi dy. Okay, so at the distance of y. Na I'm going upwards. At hila chun hichi a hisa b hila chun to hi integration ni huila pa huila ibol ha. So we have to go from 0 to b. Okay, along this side. Right, sigma to be kipitam sigma was given as sigma naught into x divided by ab, right? Batang chilai x kiti pa hi x langa variable so iwanga y langa involve pa law chun it's x pa hi constant ta chun. Okay, therefore what is dm here? So dm here is so sigma into dA. Okay, so sigma naught into x by ab into area chu to hi pita it's a rectangular segment pa hi it's lang pa hi area chu length chu a hi jana a width lang hi dy cho. So area chu a into dy. Okay, so a into dy. So a gets cancelled out. So dm is equals to sigma naught into x divided by b into dy. So this is dm. Okay, dm ki mo lesson to chu y com hol ngai na. So what is y com? So integral y into dm. So divided by integral dm. Now integral y into so sigma naught into x by b into dy. So divided by integral sigma naught x by b into dy. Okay, sigma naught by b ko pola la do le chun ki cancel din na chung to nui ho. So remaining chu pm. So remaining chu so y into x dy. So divided by integral x into dy from 0 to b. Okay, limit chu na. Kasi bang chu chala hi x pa hi constant hita cho so we are differentiating with respect to the y. Okay, so with respect to the y, x is a constant. Kotile x so polang kila ta chala. So you take x outside. Okay, so you'll have x into butang x pola la do le chun x by x ki cancel ke ta so ten yung chu. Okay, so finally you'll have from 0 to b y dy. So divided by from 0 to b so dy. Okay, ji solve le chun achunga ho y square by 2 hong pot ding from 0 to b. Okay, divided by nu chu y from 0 to b. So you have b square divided by 2 into b. So bb gets cancelled out. So b by 2. Now y com so b by 2 that's. So therefore what is the center of mass? So 2a by 3 comma b by 2. Okay, answer is option number 2. Okay, one last question na. Let's see what question ka bol te. Question no hina hijo sang level complex dong ke dong thai zai wang chu see z means level na so I think so these things if you know there will be enough. Okay. So I have a center of find the center of mass of uniform plate having semicircular inner and outer boundaries, radius r1 and r2. Chihi tabang ha. So this plate time then semicircle hi na chi. Evang inner boundary to outer boundary time cha chi. Okay. So the inner boundary is given as r1. So the outer boundary is given as r2. Okay. A plate chu na hechalai ka asung hi plate chu chalai ka asung hi. So this is the plate. Okay. So how do you integrate this? Integrate the ball ha. So here segment na dan pa na. So here, how do you take the segment here? No, but let segment na na. So you can take segment like this and then you integrate like this. Okay. So from 0 to 180 angle acho na. So now I want to dan here. So let's take a ring here, semicircular ring. Okay, like this. Semicircular ring. Ibola semicircular ring ilaw ham telechun ehon center of mass of semicircular ring here so 2r by pi. Na. So here I'm going to take a segment. So like this. So this segment width is, so let's say this is dr, small dr. So at a distance of r. Okay, radius r na from the center. So this is r. Okay, so width is dr. Let's see plate is a sigma hold on na sigma to pitam. So what is the dm of this? So dm of this is sigma into area dA. Total mass m lao ta chala. So let's take this as m. Okay. Then sigma to piham. So mass divided by area of the segment hi piha. So pi r2 square pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. Full area ko na this small area pa hi minus na value din cha. Okay, pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. Chu sigma na chi. Ale dA cho piham area of the line segment ko is ha. Chi a small ring pa hai na chi. Area is idem. So it is a pi r. Full circle ko 2 pi r chula na chi half circle hi chu. So pi r into dr. Okay. So this is pi r into, so this width is dr. To rectangular plate ball ba so rectangular segment to length into breadth ball ta bang na. Hichila jong hi rectangular hi la wanga hi. So we have to take this whole circumference into, so this. Okay, length into breadth ta bang so pi r into dr. Chila hisa ng pot diham. So here you will have so m into r into, so dr. And see r pa hi small r pa so pi r. R dr divided by r2 square minus r1 square. Okay, so this is dm. Adi jo pi jo sige cancel da chung. Anu ya to chung ako na. To jo formula man di wala chung chivata. Center of mass hola yam de ha. So this is symmetry, right? So it will lie somewhere here, okay, on the y axis. Na chi ja chu dm ycom holongai cho. It in coordinate axis hoilang. So here you will have 0, 0, okay? Right? So somewhere here the center of mass is going to lie. So ycom is that so integral y into dm, so divided by integral dm. Chila y hi piham. So this y is the center of mass of the segment. Okay. Previous question also vela na chila center of mass vela yam ha. So it is here, right? At y. Okay. So at y distance center of mass is here. Segment width pi ani one also. So it is can be assumed like a single wire. Okay. Single line na. Chita pang so chala y pa hi chala segment la pa na. So it is the center of mass of this segment. His segment pa hi pi semicircular ring chala na. So what is the center of mass of a semicircular ring? 2r by pi. Chija so chala hi y hela hi. I have to put here 2r by pi. Okay, that is y. So dm so biham m into r. So dr divided by r2 square minus r1 square. So divided by integral dm. dm to m into r dr. So divided by r2 square minus r1 square. Hula integrate bolo ha. Body hisale ka bosi am chule na. So we have to integrate from r1 to r2. Okay, limit pa so. So r1 to r2, r1 to r2. Atile m to hin m hi pola la relation m to m cancel na jala hi. So you m gets cancel out. So anything else. So here R2 minus R1, these two gets cancelled out. Okay, polang ang po to na. So you have 2R by pi comes outside. Integral from R1 to R2. So you have R squared dr divided by integral R1 to R2. So R dr. Okay, so you integrate bolos and ping po them. So you integrate this one. So 2R by pi. Okay. So here you have R cubed by 3 from R1 to R2. So divided by R squared by 2 from R1 to R2. Okay. Value hupul leochun. So 2R by pi. Okay. Value pul leochun R cube chuna chunga chu. Cube is a. So you have R2 cube minus R1 cube. So divided by biha. So 3 so you have 3. So that 3 will come down here. And we have to R2 square minus R1 square divided by 2 so 2 will go upside like this. Okay. Now R1, R2. So here what do you have? 4R divided by 3 pi into R A cube minus B cube I can write as R2 minus R1 into so R2 square plus R1 square plus R1 R2. So divided by R A square minus B square to A minus B, A plus B na. So into R1 plus R2 plus R1. Okay. So these two gets cancelled out. Finally, is that so 4R by 3 pi. So I have R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2. So divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, here, this is your center of mass. Okay, along the y-axis, somewhere around here. Na? Okay, that much for non-uniform rigid bodies. Okay, center of mass. Medical exam na. So I don't think they will ask you this level. If I JEE mains so I want you to prepare up to this level. Okay. Achiever question, so special question. Okay. Okay, so we'll end up here. I hope you understand how to find center of mass for non-uniform rigid bodies. Okay. तो ही center of mass जो सी चलाई lecture थुमा ही चाहिए होता है ना video थुमा ही किला हो collision लंगाई लो दिवता. So okay, so we'll stop here. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.